Hey guys, so I've been waiting all day to share this with you guys, but as soon as I got done babysitting today, I came to do this video. And I'm sure you guys have already heard about this by now, but I just had to share this because, well, first of all, if you can't already see, yesterday there were some 911 dispatch centers that were briefly hacked yesterday, and the systems were down. People could not get a hold of 911. And as soon as I heard that, right away, I thought back to these dreams that I shared with you guys a little over a month ago. I kept like having reoccurring dreams where I could not get a hold of 911. I think I had 3 or 4 of those dreams. Um, in the one dream, I was at the Dollar General store, which to me makes me think something about like the economy or the mark of the beast or something, because when I was in the store, the workers were making everything really, really hard for me to buy things, and they were conspiring against me as well. And somebody had, like, I guess they towed my vehicle from the parking lot, because when I was leaving the store to get to my car to go home, it was completely missing. Nobody had informed me if they were going to tow my vehicle. It was gone. So I tried to call the towing company, but my phone was disabled. It was like service was completely cut off. My phone would not even attempt to call out to anybody for help. Because I remember in that dream I was trying to call my dad or my brother and my husband, but my phone was just like dead. It would not call out. And then in the dream, I remembered that my phone had a feature to it where even if you didn't have service, you could call 911 and it would dial out somehow. So in the dream, that's what I did. And I remember hitting 911 and I hit that little green call out button. And I just would keep punching that button, but it wouldn't even try. It would just like automatically just drop. It wouldn't even have like the dial screen. It was just like, nope, nope, nope. And then in another dream, I was like, there was a thief or a robber trying to get in my house, and we know who that is. And again, I was trying to call 911, and there was like all these issues. It was taking them forever to get here. And then when they finally showed up, there was something really weird with the police officers. When they pulled into my driveway, there were like fireworks just popping off out of the car, out of the police car, and the cops themselves were like acting really weird, as if they were high, or it was like they were on something. They were being affected by something neurologically. They were just really out there. And then there were just so many other dreams where I was trying to call 911 and there was an issue that I just like stopped writing them down, because it was like every time I would have that dream, it would be a different scenario, but the same message was, I can't get a hold of 911 and there's an attack, I'm in trouble. So as soon as I heard about that yesterday, I thought right back to these dreams, and then apparently you guys had commented and let me know that other people on here, other Christians, had had dreams where 911 was completely down. So the Lord was telling his people this for a reason. But what's really concerning is that not only was it 911 centers, there were major hospital systems that were hit with a cyber attack as well. And what's really concerning is there were some air traffic control places that were down. I don't get a good feeling with that one at all. So then I wanted to share with you, this is from Kim Fisher posted this yesterday, and it was a repost of a word that she received on, it says May 23rd. She heard upon wakening, the enemy always disables communication before it attacks. That's exactly what was going on yesterday, and that's exactly what was going on in my dreams. Is there, the communication was completely disabled. I could not get help or call out to anybody. And let's see, well, I'm going to share this one in a minute, but So with everything that was going on yesterday, it was a brief um, uh, dismantling. However, I kind of feel like that was somebody testing the waters and just kind of seeing what they could do exactly. And it reminds me of a word that I received years ago, and I believe it was a word that Minister Paul got as well, which was sneak attack. So I just don't get a good feeling about it this time. I feel like this was kind of like a trial run. Somebody's in there kind of tinkering around to see what exactly they can do. And our nation is very weakened right now. We're very distracted right now. It would be perfect opportune time for our enemy to attack. And just like it says right here, Kim Fisher heard the enemy always disables the communication before it attacks. And a lot of us are having dreams about communications being disabled. So, yeah, I can't really shake this one for some reason. I feel like this isn't just going to go away. Um, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we're at a place right now where we're about to enter into October, and I have felt for months that, this is just my opinion, but I've had a feeling for a while that the month of October is going to be a month of chaos, and I kind of feel like that's when things are really going to pop off. We're getting closer and closer to the election. I feel like the enemy is just kind of going to go all out before the election, and tonight is actually like the first of the debates. And I don't know if that's part of something that they're trying to cut off, because you guys, the mental state of Joe Biden is almost laughable. He is obviously suffering from some mental issues, and with it being a debate with President Trump, I can just imagine the disasters that could come from his word salad that he just spews whenever he is kind of left to his own. And I would imagine that, during the debate, he is a little bit more like not as easy controlled or easily editable, I guess. So I don't know if that has anything to do with what was going on yesterday. I don't know what's going to happen or what's going to come from this, but just kind of compiling all this stuff together that the Lord has been warning us about these communication dismantlings, I just don't have a good feeling about it, and I'm really not somebody to come on here and say things like that, because I don't like to put fear in people. And if if we have a relationship with Jesus, we don't have to be fearful anyway. So I'm not fearful of anything, and you don't have to be either, unless you don't know Jesus. Then you have every reason to be more than afraid. You should be terrified. So if you don't know Jesus, don't waste any more time. Please don't let the sun go down today before crying out to him and asking him to save you and spare you from what's coming. And then I just wanted to end this video by, I went back and came across this video. I shared it on my community page a couple weeks ago, but I had this dream April 5th of 2019, and I believe that what I was seeing in this dream is exactly what is going on in the world right now. So I'm just going to play this for you guys real quick, and then I'm going to end the video. So let me know what you guys think about all these dismantlings of the 911 call centers and the medical systems. There was a lot of hospitals that were down yesterday, and oh my gosh, air traffic control, that makes me really nervous, because it makes me think about all the dreams that I've had, and a lot of you guys have had, about seeing airplanes just falling out of the sky. Again, don't be fearful. Just, it's something to pray about. And then if you want to kind of look at the bright side of it, I saw a comment yesterday that I thought was pretty interesting. I don't know if it's something the Lord would do or not, but somebody said, what if the air traffic control systems kind of being hacked into and people not being allowed to fly could be maybe the Lord's way of, reducing disasters when the rapture happens, because I don't think we realize just how many planes are flying above our heads back and forth all across the world all day long. If you've ever seen one of those apps on your phone that shows all the traffic that's constantly going on up there, it's crazy. So I could just imagine the destruction that would come if all of a sudden those planes just fell out of the sky like flies. And a lot of people have brought up the idea that even the rapture could possibly set off an EMP and planes would just fall out of the sky. And so I don't know what the Lord would do about that, but I just thought that comment was interesting, so I thought I'd throw that out there. But I'll go ahead and play this clip really quick. It's only like 2 minutes long, so all right, you guys, I hope you have a great week, and I'll talk to you later.
So, in this dream,
I'm going to speed it up.
I knew Obama was doing something. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what was going on. It just kind of felt like he was up to no good, and whatever he was doing somehow was negatively affecting President Trump. Again, I don't know what it was. The dream was very vague as far as details. I just kind of had like a feeling, or kind of just got the gist of what was going on, and kind of how things were, as opposed to actual details of what was going on. So just Obama was doing something that was affecting Trump in some sort of negative way. And it was kind of like, I guess, making things hard for Trump. It's really hard to describe because the dream didn't say what it was. I just, you know how it is sometimes in dreams, you just kind of get a feel for how things are. So after that, all of a sudden, I saw just like the community and my immediate surroundings and people around me. I just saw like people normally who would be at work for a full-time job during the day that I know, they weren't at work. Nobody was at work. Nobody was doing the usual everyday things that people do. So like nobody was working, nobody was at school, no like grocery shopping or daycares or anything like that. It just felt kind of dark. People seemed to be wandering around kind of confused, and they didn't really know what to do. I don't know if there was some sort of shutdown or economic collapse or a power outage. I don't know what it was. It just like had the feel that just like nobody was doing things that they would normally be doing, and like I said, like nobody was at work or anything. So I don't know what that means. Just wanted to document it so that I don't forget.